Hello, my little goblins. We're back at it again. This time we're doing Exodia FTK, and it's not going to be the regular draw engine that you're used to. This is actually an engine, a deck that's inspired by the Jeff from the YCS. We're going to have Lightning piloting the games today, but essentially what this deck does is you loop Blue Summoner to add all the Exodia pieces to hand. Over and over and over. That's why you're playing Selene at 3, because Selene is not a once per turn effect. Also, that's the reason why you play Time Star, because Time Star is pretty much the entire key of this deck. So if you're playing against this deck, interrupt the Time Star, and you're probably going to be completely fine, because Time Star not only searches the head of Exodia, which the Blue Summoner can't grab, but Time Star also lets you send Blue Summoner to the graveyard, so you can start bringing it back with the Cross Sheeps and the Selenes. So, yeah, we're going to get some games. Like I said, it's an FTK deck, so if you guys are going to show some good games for the fact that it's an FTK, and then we're going to go with a recap. I'll tell you how the deck went. Again, Lightning was playing the deck, who's a Master 1 player, so it's not someone who is bad, so you don't have to worry about that. So, alright. Let's go. Hello, we're here with game number 1. Remember, Lightning is going to be piloting these games because I do not have the deck crafted, and I don't really want to craft 3 Selene. Mainly because I craft decks all the time, and it's just kind of like a really big waste for me. So, this is against Waza. This guy's playing Purrely. He plays it actually like pretty well, in my opinion. Remember I said Max C is the bane of this deck. Mainly because they max C, they're going to draw into those 600 hand traps I was telling you about earlier. So it's kind of a big yikes. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I think Lightning, every single game you see, he gets max C'd. So these aren't like games where he's not like, he's getting kind of cucked every game. See, max C'd, and you get the Lystric. The thing that's hilarious is this is probably like an FTK to most decks. Because you got this, you have to deal with this, you got to deal with this, and you can't even kill them because of the Lystric. Well, guess what? You can kill them because you're playing Exodia. Also, once you get up there in rating, too. So, actually, it's kind of cool. Lightning had to get kind of creative here because he used the Lava Golem. You can't use the normal summon, so it's not like you can summon the Aqua Dolphin. So, here comes the Flare, and here comes Flint. There's a Soul Day. A Soul Day is going to grab a low scale. And then she's gonna summon this, and this is gonna get the Ignis. Yep, there's the Ignis. Then we scale them, use this to pop them both, and that's gonna trigger this to summon the 6. This is where you go in the Symphonic Warrior, and then boom, there's Crusader, boom, scale. And then we go into Pendulum. He scales them before he goes into Pen Magician. Just because the animation of these cards getting negated when he's playing them just takes too long, and he just didn't want to run out of clock. So he does. You'll notice he does that almost every time he does it. So here he gets Harmonizing Magician, Harmonizing Summons, Aqua Dolphin. This is actually insane, by the way. He Aqua Dolphin, he finds the Ash, he pops the Ash in hand. This person probably knows how this deck operates, so he's probably saving the Ash for Time Star, right? And boom, sniped out of the hand. Now we go into the Time Star. That's going to grab the Exodia head. And now we're going to use this to send Blue Summoner, and now you can get all 4 pieces to hand. The thing is, if this guy draws Ash or anything, this combo kind of stops. Because I'm pretty sure you can only get 4 times max out of this. He's going to activate this Therion Bull. It's a secret tech that he put in the deck to pop the back row in case it's an Imperm or something. I feel like if it was Imperm, he would have used it probably already. But here comes again, second piece. Boom. And you guys see how this combo is. It's pretty crazy. So shout out to Jeff, the creator of this deck. Or not this particular deck, but to the engine that does this. There's Apollosa. Boom. Good job, Exodia. Obliterate. That's a sick animation, dude. That's probably the best thing about this deck is you get to see that animation all the time, and you get to get your account quests done or whatever of doing this. I think it's like 10 times. Most people will concede though before you even draw it, so it's kind of stinks. Alrighty, we're here with game number 2. Again, we're going second, which is not ideal for this deck. The good thing is our opponent is playing Branded, which we have Ash for, so GG. Now, Lightning does make one mistake here. But in his defense, it was a kind of unforeseeable mistake. But realistically, I'll point it out when we get here. So here's the Soul Day. Soul Day add the Link 2, or the Pen 2, I mean. Here comes the Infernable Knight. We grab Durandal. Alright, so every time you have Durandal, use it on a Soul Day. Use it on a Soul Day, because this is what happens. Even though this protects you against targeted effects, people are still playing Book of Eclipse, so we get cucked because of that. I mean, like I said, though, there's really no point for him to go into another Soul Day, but it's fine. Like I said, though, I don't really blame him, because it's kind of stupid. Like, I don't blame him, just for the sole fact of he wasn't like, what's the chances they have a Book of Eclipse? You know, it's 60 cards. Also, there was a line where you could have gone Access Code, but I don't even know if Access Code would be the right line, because we see it's branded, and if this is branded Retribution and he accidentally pops this, you just give him Brain Diffusion back. So I actually think doing whatever this is actually better than the Access Code. Just because that has the possibility of being Retribution. And you definitely don't want to let them get that, right? So here he call buys the second Soul Day. We're going to go into Cross Sheep. You guys already know what's about to happen. Ready Fusion, Flame Swordman. That's going to trigger that, and he's going to get the Infernable back. It's Durandal, and it's GG. And the opponent's going to scoop. A lot of people at this rating, they already know how this combo takes off. So if they know you're going to combo off, they're not going to bother. They're just going to concede. Alright, welcome to game number 3. And like I said, this is not going to be that many games. We're just going to be showing 4 games in total, because the games are kind of linear, you know what I mean? You're trying to do one thing over and over, which is go into Exodia. So, opponent Max C's him back. He's going to actually try to play through the Max C, but yeah, we're going to play through the Max C here. Here comes the Soul Day. We already got Max Seed and we got Effect Tailored. We're going to get that Durandal out. Still going to have to deal with Ash, which I'm kind of curious how we're going to deal with that. Pops both. 6. There's War Rocks. Boom, boom. Beyond the Pendulum. And you gotta get to Harmonizing. There's Time Star. Oh, he's actually just gonna go for lethal, and he stops going for lethal because of the Drew's Worm, which is actually kind of funny. He was gonna go for the kill. So now we're going back to the Exodia game plan. Here comes Celine. Here comes one of them. Hehe, XD. There's Cross Sheep. There's a Search. And the opponent is going to Ball Drake. So this is where the tech comes in, the Cross Sheep tech. I mean the Igniter tech. We get the Therian Bull. We get to pop the Ball Drake now. So now when he goes into Celine, he doesn't get banished. Okay, so this is going to get to another one. Now if he's able to get one more... Oh! He's not going to have enough. There's not another Search in the deck, unfortunately. So he's going to end on 3 pieces. That's going to be a GG. And the opponent's going to Pizza Hut right at the end. Yikes. But yeah, just to go to show you, if you don't open a single piece of Exodia, and you get like Ashe on a main search, you're not going to be able to do the Exodia combo, which is big. So it's good if you guys are playing against it, like you guys know what to do, but it's bad when you're actually playing this. Alrighty, we're here with the final game against Shabby Blup. And we're going to start off with Small World. We should have banished the Exodia head so we just concede instantly, but again, max seed. Dude, I swear, every single game he's getting max seed. It's so toxic. Dude, that card needs to be banned already. It's such a stupid card. It's a really just unfun card to play. It just makes some of these like weird decks like this just unplayable because you just get, what do you get max seed? Don't have the answer? Okay, lose. Have fun. I don't know. So he's gonna go into War Rocks. That's gonna grab the Brunette Crusader. Boom, boom. High scale, low scale. And here he's going to actually go Dolphin to take a peek at the hand, see if he has an Ashe yet. There's Beyond. Beyond's going to grab the Harmonizing, and then boom, boom, boom. Make sure you leave a spot open so you can go into Time Star. And there's the Exodia head. And the opponent's going to scoop because they know they're about to get full comboed, and I don't have anything to stop it. GG. Hello and welcome to the recap. Hope you guys enjoyed those games, and if you guys enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel. Also, leave a like down there and join our Discord. We host tournaments every Friday with different rule sets, so yeah, come on down. The Discord's in the description. But how does this deck perform? So, it performed kind of how you would expect. This is a format where everyone's playing like one card combos with 700 hand traps. He did well. I was watching him play a lot of the games too, but I think he got into like a 5-6 game win streak at Master 1, and he also had some times where he would lose like 3-4 games in a row. But in his defense, him losing those games in a row is because his opponent would set up like his opponent would go first and they would set up multiple negates or something, and there was no way he could out it, so he just left the game without trying. But yeah, it was kind of a 50, maybe like 55% win rate. But I will say this: when he was uninterrupted, this deck was extremely consistent at like actually FTKing. Like for you to actually go into the Exodia combo, it did it fairly well. So yeah, I mean the deck has a lot of plays into it. Like another choke point for the deck too is like interrupting a Soul Day, but like mainly interrupting not the add to hand, but interrupting the search effect. Like the search send to the graveyard and stuff. But the thing is, if they have Infernoble Knight in hand, I'm pretty sure they can use this effect because this sends for cost, I believe. You can send everything over there special, yeah, because this is a cost, sending any number of things. So if they have the Infernable Knight in hand and they have like instant contact, he can instant contact into Flare Neos. He can still, even with it being negated, still send Durendal to the graveyard, and then you can just special summon this from hand because it's a Fire Warrior, which is why you play these specifically. And then you could use that to grab the Durandal and still do the full combo. But you'll notice for you to do the Time Star Magician, it's very important for you to get Harmonizing Magician off of the Beyond the Pendulum. So yeah, if your opponent is smart and they know this deck, they'll hit like the tough choke points for this deck. But for the most part, I mean, it still has like pretty good legs in the deck. Prohibition, obviously a really good card. It's actually funny too because we're playing 59 cards. You would think the deck would be like more inconsistent, but it actually feels pretty consistent still. And since you don't really want to open that many pieces in your hand, you don't even really want to open any pieces because, like I said, you search the entire 5 pieces out of your deck with the search effects, so you really don't need to. But yeah, the deck's pretty solid. I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10 for how cool the deck is, because Jeff was smacking some people up in the tournament with it. And go watch the YCS for that, too, if you want to see his live match, because it was pretty epic. But yeah, I mean, pretty cool creation. On a scale of actually it being good, I'm gonna give this. I think it would be very hard to climb the Master 1 with it, personally. I think it would be ridiculously hard to climb the Master 1 with it. I'd be very surprised. So I'd probably give this a like a 5.5 out of 10 in actual playability, like it being good. Just because maybe higher. I don't know. Maybe it's a 6. It's probably 5.5. It's just super like hard, like with this current meta with Max, because this deck like has a hard time against Max C too, which you wouldn't think it would, but it actually hates Max C because you special summon so much they draw into their other hand traps. So yeah, it would be pretty tough to actually climb with this deck. On a tier scale, obviously this is like I would say rogue tier, but it's probably more a meme tier. It's getting almost in the territory of meme tier, pretty close to meme tier. I really want to see a replay where someone just opens all 5 pieces for the start of the game. I think that'd be really cool. I don't know if there's any prevention inside Konami's system to prevent that. I really hope not, because it would be a really cool game to see. For I think both players. I don't even think the person losing would be upset about that. I think they would just laugh. I know I would. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Thursday, when I stream on Thursday, I'm going to be playing Teller Night. So look forward to that. And the video for Teller Night should come out on Friday for the people who can't attend the stream. So hope you guys enjoyed, and goodbye.